Hey guys, it's Gabby. You know I love when you write to me and send me feedback and comments on my videos, and I've got one today that we're gonna dive into because it's pretty darn important, and I wanna make sure that you hear about this.
Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
I'm not gonna name names or anything because I think in this case it would be really awkward and nobody really did anything wrong, but you know, we're gonna go through this. So this person wrote, during my 35-week course, I encountered issues with learning outdated copy, very cringe, and confusing feedback. My coach would provide examples, but only by repeating my attempts without clear guidance, which to me says that this person was line read, which is never good. I completed the course and my demo feels lacking. I've received no direction on job applications or preparation. I'd appreciate a second opinion on my learning journey and any insights you could offer. Okay, so often what I find is that these types of, pre-packaged courses, especially the ones that promise a demo at the end, they are pretty lacking. These types of courses do not take individual learning into account the way that they probably should. And it could be because they're just not really capable of it. They don't know. Not everybody should be making a demo immediately after they complete their coursework. In fact, I've worked with many students where I've said, you need more time. You need to take more classes. I want you to explore other coaches. I want you to work with other directors just so you can expand your working knowledge. And I also want you to take time to practice on your own and work on self-direction, and then we'll kind of reassess where you are for a demo. So, that one-size-fits-all approach, it really doesn't work. And even after a 6-month course, not everyone is going to be demo ready. The other thing that I find with these scenarios is some coaches just aren't teachers. They mean well. They really, really do. Their heart is probably in the right place, but they are not trained educators. And as a result, yeah, their coursework is kind of iffy. That is something I have always admired about Anne Ganguza, and it's something that she and I have in common. I've taught on the collegiate level. She was an educator for many years. So when you're working with people like us, you are really getting the benefit of someone who understands how to modify the material to your specific learning style and to do things that are going to really help you retain and absorb the information. The person that you're training with might be a phenomenal voice actor in their own right, but again, doesn't necessarily make them a teacher. So just keep that in mind. If the copy that you are receiving to practice with is really old, ask for things that are fresh. Ask for material that's newer. If they cannot supply you with this, it likely means that you're working with someone who has been out of the game for a while, right? They used to be a voice actor. They are no longer current, they are no longer working, and therefore you end up with the really stale copy. Because, you want fresh copy. Excuse me, is that copy fresh? It's important. Fresh copy is good. Your coach, again, outdated copy means that your coach is not actively auditioning. Because I got news for you, right? Big news flash, right? You ready? Where do you think all this copy comes from? It comes from our own auditions. It comes from our own source material and the jobs and the casting opportunities that we get. And coaches, voice actors who also teach, we squirrel it away. I'm literally like a little woodland creature. Copy, give me copy. Because this is how we pass it on to you guys, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you have found yourself in a similar situation and you're kind of questioning the validity of the coaching that you've received, Here's the thing that I encourage everyone to do. First and foremost, focus on checking off, literally like a checklist, the items that you did learn, the things that you feel confident in, and then start to create a list of what you didn't learn and the areas in which you think that you're lacking, because that's what's going to help you to determine who do I need to employ, what other coaches do I need to seek out to fill in those gaps and fix the problem areas. The coaching that you received, right, if you have a situation like this, it was not a complete waste, all right? This can be a very devastating thing for a lot of people, but please keep that in mind. It wasn't. It was not a waste of time. You just have to realize that you didn't gain all of the skills that you needed to enter this field, and now you got to do a little bit more work. If you are lacking confidence in a particular area of the industry, that's where you now need to focus your efforts. Because if you're lacking confidence in it, it likely means it either wasn't taught to you or that you're just really uncertain of your skills in that area. We see a lot of this with the business coaching. And the has-been voice actors who are now teaching classes. A lot of them don't teach you where to book jobs. They don't teach you what websites are relevant. They don't offer you details on how to obtain clients. And it's because they don't know how anymore, right? If they haven't been booking in a decade or more, yeah, they don't know. They're out of the game. They really don't know what's current and what's available. So that is something you really have to check on. And as far as demos go, right? So if you did one of these courses and a demo was created out of it, you got to ask yourself, is it usable for now? Is it going to get me by until I can do something later? I say it a lot. Most people's first demos sucked. My first demo sucked. It was awful. So don't worry too much about it. First demos usually are not stellar. You're gonna make others. You're gonna. And exponentially, they're gonna continue to get better and better and better and better. I don't know anybody, again, myself included, who doesn't listen back to an old demo and go, oh God, what was that? Oh, that was terrible, right? But maybe for the time it was relevant. So just, give yourself a little bit of grace and understand that it's fixable. But again, you're gonna have to take some additional steps. I hope this video was helpful. If you find yourself in a spot like this, kind of questioning, is my coach teaching me everything that I need? Consider working with an additional coach if you can afford it. If your budget permits it, take some supplemental classes as well. That's gonna really be a big help. And also, never forget that your coaches will contradict one another. That is an inevitable reality of the performance industries. Coaches will contradict each other, but it does not mean that what they're saying is wrong. Go figure. If you want more information about coaching, how to find the best coach for you, here's a video you can take a look at. And don't forget, go to my website. There's loads of resources at GabrielleNistico.com, including links to coaches in other areas that I don't coach in. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care.